I'm Shimon B, Glickman, interviewing Rabbi Arie Folger, Senior Rabbi in Munich Community, on the topic of Yahrzeit. This program is dedicated to the memory of Mr. Samuel Knobloch, Shmuel David ben Baruch HaKohen. Rabbi, what is a Yahrzeit?
The word Yahrzeit comes from Yiddish. Other words that are used for it are also Yom HaShana, Azkara, and the idea is the anniversary of the day of death of someone.
So does that mean Yahrzeit is for us only? It's just an anniversary? Or is there something more, something spiritual, something for the deceased also? How does it work?
Well, there's definitely something in it for us. Emotionally, we do have that need to reconnect with our deceased relatives, but there's more to it. The book, Ma'avaria book, which appeared just about 400 years ago, and teaches us a great deal about the soul and the afterlife, and points out that although with death the soul no longer animates the body it inhabited, it retains a connection to that body, very particularly not to the body entirely, which decomposes over time, but to the bones. And thus, the gravesite remains a connection between wherever the soul in the afterlife is and this earthly existence of ours. When relatives, acquaintances, friends come and visit the grave, it brings enjoyment, fulfillment to the soul. And when those very visitors, or even when not visiting but being elsewhere, are inspired by the deceased in order to do good deeds, in order to study Torah, in order to properly recite and even lead prayers, and that brings enjoyment, fulfillment to the soul, and also merit. Usually merit is something that one can only earn during a lifetime, because that's the only time when we can do things. However, if after death the deceased continues to inspire those who survive him or her to do good, to do that which is good and spiritual, to serve God and spread His name, well, that brings merit to the soul even after death.
So, is there anything specific we should do? Any specific acts that are customary to be done on the Yahrzeit, on this day?
Common deeds, common actions on the Yahrzeit include reciting the Kaddish prayer at certain times during the morning, afternoon, and evening service, reciting or studying Torah, maybe even teaching it, lighting a candle in memory of the deceased to remind us of his presence. The candle itself isn't a cause of major merit, but it's a very potent reminder. Doing good deeds, spending money for charity.
You say learning Torah. Torah is huge, Torah is vast. Is there any specific part? Is there any area, speciality that we like to delve into for this Yahrzeit, and how would this connect with Yahrzeit?
That's a very good question. Actually, any Torah is good. It's wonderful when we study Torah, and if we can study it with others, it's even better. However, there is a particular kind of Torah which is very, very appropriate for an Azkara, for a Yom HaShana, for a Yahrzeit. Namely, the study of Mishnah. Mishnah is one of the earliest repositories of oral law. The oral law is, of course, the way in which we Jews understand Scripture. We don't read it without any connection to how it was taught throughout the ages, but rather understand it through the lens of the oral tradition, which we are taught was itself already taught by Moses at Sinai. And so we can say that the oral law, the oral Torah, is the soul of the written Torah, of Scripture, which is the form of the Torah, which is the body. So the oral law, The soul of Torah is what we study in merit of the soul of the deceased.
Rabbi Folger, thank you ever so much. May the Torah, this learning that we have done today, through this interview, be a merit for Mr. Samuel Knobloch.
Thank you.